So I'm just finishing up my last morning here at FX USA. In about an hour we hop in the truck and drive out to Raleigh, and from there we take a flight from Raleigh to Nashville, and from tomorrow basically we start filming with all the guys and having fun and shooting guns. So really looking forward to that. But once again, it's been a pleasure to be here. Special thanks I think to Newman, who has just helped me with just finding tools and setting up stuff and just giving me some advice on all kinds of things. Just a really smart guy, great guy to have around. And yeah, bid farewell to FX USA, on to the next place.
The whole idea of meeting together in Nashville was basically to share video ideas with other YouTubers, to film collaborations together, and to get sort of an inside look at each other's world, so to speak. So you're going to see videos on Eric's channel, Iraq Veteran 8888, on Dave's channel 22Plinkster, and on my channel. The idea of this video is to show all the behind the scenes stuff, and that starts with the journey to Nashville. I travelled with Oscar Haugen, owner of GRS Rifle Stocks, Brandon from FX USA, and Nicole, and what was meant to be a quick hop from Raleigh westwards over the Appalachian Mountains ended up taking the whole day, as our flight had a few complications and we had to return to the gate. We eventually arrived safely at our house, and after making sure TSA didn't steal any of my goodies, we caught up with Ted and Eric. It was so good to see these guys again after so many years, and Eric made us some celebratory drinks.
So we've just arisen and made ourselves some coffee on this beautiful morning here in Tennessee. Yesterday was so full of drama. We basically boarded and disembarked the same plane 3 times because of technical issues, because of weather, all kinds of things, and ended up being delayed by quite a few hours, but arrived very late last night, connected with Ted and Eric, and just had a few hours of catching up, and just really good to see those guys again. But today it's down to business. We've got some lovely weather. Might get really hot and sticky later, but we're looking forward to just getting a bunch of guns set up and just going out shooting. It's going to be a lot of fun.
After some last minute tweaks to my 22 cal impact, just sort of fine tuning the trigger and whatnot, we hit the road.
So that's why we can warp a wolf into a Great Dane or a Chihuahua.
We met up with Dave and his cameraman William, popped into a food line to grab some supplies for the long day ahead, and headed out into the countryside.
So we've arrived at the residence of Dave from 22Plinkster. Beautiful property. It's actually not as hot as we expected and not as humid as we expected, so I think we're in for an awesome day. And we're just going to start sort of offloading the rifles, setting stuff up, zeroing stuff, getting the cameras ready, and just filming a boatload of stuff over the next few days. But really excited about this. Yeah, I think it's going to be a weekend to remember.
We had to ship a bunch of air tanks and guns out here a few days prior, and that meant filling everything up from empty. We also had to unbox all the ammo, some of which had got a little bit damaged in transit, and keep Dave's goats from eating everything. And while the compressors chugged away filling all the tanks, we killed some time with another of Dave's hobbies.
What?
That was pretty good, dude.
See how that snap?
Nose
What?
That was no.
Yeah, so with this, so you don't do that. So you pull it across just like you're starting a chainsaw. It's the same motion. Yeah, so when you come through, it's bang. And then you spin around, get engaged. And,
oh yeah?
all that stuff.
Dude, I'm gonna screw this up.
I haven't chucked
I
one
want
in 8
I want to see you throw.
I haven't chucked one in 8 years. I think I can remember how to do this. Used to have like an approach and a whole stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Thing.
Little nose up.
No.
But other than that,
Yeah, that was nose up. I gotta flatten that down. This is 1 month surgically repaired.
oh no!
Yeah.
So we thought that we'd be shooting straight away, but it turns out that Dave and his friend are really good at disc golf, and we kind of got carried away a bit. I'm sure we'll get to the shooting eventually, but this is taking priority at the moment.
I'm starting a lawnmower like this.
So just throw it level. Don't throw it up.
So I'm rotating and pulling.
So you're not reaching down like this. You're
Dude,
reaching
I'm gonna
straight
screw
across.
this up. So that's why I didn't get any distance. Is because it went
Hey, that's
up.
pretty good.
And damn right, it's good. Look at that.
You just threw it up.
He threw it like 3 times as far as me.
If he'd have thrown it level, it'd have went really far.
Okay, we came here for the guns, let's get shooting. It's only a few short steps down to Dave's range and we were pretty grateful to be in the shade.
So I bought this place 7 years ago to do YouTube.
Ted and Eric went their own way for a while to film a video for Eric's channel, and while we waited for them, we had a bit of fun with Dave's bottomless supply of ammo.
Fallow deer, active deer, all that stuff. There's a hit. Right in the middle again, good shot, and you're out.
That's fantastic.
Welcome to America.
Right on. All right.
So this is not a relatively new setup. I've been shooting a M3 with a tension barrel and 40 grain slugs and a muzzle brake for quite a while. But something that is pretty new that you won't have seen before is the Element Theos 6036x56. I'm not going to make a big deal out of it because obviously we haven't launched it yet, but with the cat kind of being let out the bag at RMAC, I might as well say a few words. We've got a new turret system on here, designed by Andy Schäfer in Germany, who's just an extremely experienced optomechanical engineer. So we're getting essentially decades of experience with stuff like hardness of internal components, tolerances of what's acceptable, what's not. The tracking error is basically zero. It's going to be tracking perfectly. So for long range precision shooting, it's fantastic. And we've got a pretty cool system where we wanted to keep the tool-free turrets. So we've got tool-free elevation with, you know, the top, as with the other element scopes that you unscrew and you could reset. We've got a capped windage, so those of you who want to shoot with the cap on can. Those of you who want to shoot with an exposed windage can use an exposed windage. We've got a thread protection ring that will come with the scope that will go on here. And it is also tool-free, so you can unscrew this part. I've just done a little bit of zeroing, and I can pop this off, and I can put it right back on zero, like that, and cover it up again, and there you go, zero's done. And nice thing about this particular model as well is that we do have a tool-free zero stop as well. So whenever you set the zero stop, or whenever you reset the turret back to zero, the zero stop automatically sets. So it's a super cool scope, perfect for stuff like this, and I can't wait until the date that you guys can get your hands on it. For now, I have the privilege of playing around with it.
On the agenda for today was to film a video for Dave's channel showing how the gap between rimfires and air guns had been reduced to pretty much nothing, and out came the impact with the 40 grain javelins. This video will be on Dave's channel, so make sure to subscribe to 22Plinkster, but here's some behind the scenes stuff that Nicole managed to capture.
I don't listen to country music. I listen to 90s grunge. That's what I listen to.
Yeah.
A little bit. So Matt is going to tell you a little bit about this FX.
What's great about this, I mean, this isn't too long if you look at how it
No.
looks. And you've got all these aftermarket accessories. So for example, now in the US and everywhere, the NRL's introduced an airgun division for NRL 22.
There's so many things that you can do with a 22 long rifle now that you can do with an air rifle. All right, Matt, I have got a know your limit target down range at 100 yards. So how many do you think you can hit in a row?
Ooh, it's hard to say, but
right.
let's see what we can do.
All right, you got your GoPro. You got your GoPro, so you guys are going to be able to see exactly what he is seeing. So, you're already dialing. So did you just move that, and now you know, like where you need to hold it? When I get behind it, and I need to hold it dead on. I'm going to miss it on purpose.
Well, my rangefinder tells me what to set up with the same trajectory as this.
Okay.
So
all right, I thought you were already sabotaging me right out the get-go. So
no, that should be pretty good. So
all right,
let's see what we can do.
Let's do it to it.
Okay, well.
And are these the 40 grainers?
40 grain at 1040 basically.
Okay, so we're shooting 40 grain slugs at 1,040 feet per second. All right.
first one?
You hit the first one. He nailed the second one. Third one. Guys, this is at 100 yards. Oh, did he move? I can't tell.
I'll go for the fourth one again.
All right, fourth one again. Yeah, you hit it.
We shot some groups through the scope cam too, and if this doesn't convince you that airgun slugs are now just as accurate as pellets, I don't know what will.
So that's where the group, like I put two in the same hole, and then I think
Yeah, I think the wind switched.
Yep.
Because all of mine are a bit low and left. You know what? If we might have been missing these just off the left edge.
Yep. All right, we retrieved our targets downrange. Here's my group. Okay, you're looking. It's probably about an inch group. Okay, so I put two in the same hole right there, but I guess the wind was picking up a little bit. I'm not making excuses. You can probably see in the scope footage, I was holding on, but this wind was swirling. The wind was doing much better with him because he's not a better shot than me at all. No, he is a really, really good shot with an air gun. But dude, that's like a half-inch group. Maybe probably like 0.6 inch group. And you know, we were discussing 5 years ago, you would have never heard of someone taking a 40 grain slug, shooting it through an air rifle at the velocities that we're shooting through and getting a 0.6 inch group at 100 yards. I've been watching his stuff for years, man. It's kind of like he traveled all the way from Africa just to come up here and make a video. No, he's going to do some other stuff. But man, thank you so much for coming out.
Yeah.
Thank you for letting me shoot the FX. And guys, if you have any questions, you can go to his page and ask him there. He's probably going to know more about this stuff than I am. Well, I guarantee he's going to know more about it. But you can also put him in the comments below because he will be looking at the comments and answering those questions as you guys put them out. Guys, thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, again, our social media sites are in the comments below. Until next time, y'all be safe and keep blinking.
That's on.
Whoa,
It's on.
Make your first reg a lower pressure, the whole thing's a lot happier, but you hear that, you hear the air moving in it? So after a shot goes, I'll put it in the dirt so you can hear it. Maybe you can't.
This is Oscar from GRS doing a video for Dave's channel showing off a beautiful unshot 1710 Rimfire in a Sporter laminate stock. When somebody who shoots Rimfires for a living reacts like this, you know it's good.
Oh my goodness, that trigger.
I like it when he gets surprised like this because it doesn't happen very much.
I don't know where I hit. I don't care where I hit. That was awesome.
So guys, that brings a wonderful, fun day of shooting to an end. You won't see all the videos and footage on my channel because I did some collaborations with some of the other YouTubers and that content's going to go on their channel. So keep an eye out on 22Plinkster's channel and Iraq Veteran 8888. But we carry on tomorrow with some more shooting, this time at longer ranges, out to a few hundred yards with centerfires, rimfires, air rifles, everything you can think of. So really looking forward to it. And that's Ted in the background practicing his disc golf and losing some discs. But yeah, I think we're either going to be heading back to the house and just relaxing for the rest of the day, or we're going to follow Dave to a disc golf tournament and play around and have some fun. So we'll be spontaneous and see what happens.
So we'd made up our minds. We were going to go and play some disc golf. We pulled into town, and with a good few hours of daylight left, we hoped to have some fun and enjoy the good weather.
So I'm about to start my first ever disc golf match. Never thrown one of these things in my life, apart from today. Thrown a few frisbees before, but this is a little bit different. So we'll see how it goes, but either way, it's going to be fun. Nice to be out in Tennessee doing something other than shooting. Accuracy matters with us too, though.
There were quite a few guys who showed up to compete. We put our names in a hat for a doubles game, and I ended up on a team with Dave. Rick joined us as well, although he'd hurt his back, so he'd be our caddy for the next couple hours. Dave's been doing this for a good few years and he's become pretty good. Me on the other hand, well, I need a bit of practice. But I was having fun, and with some guidance from Dave, I started getting a little bit better. Ted seemed to be enjoying himself too.
Look at that.
There you go. Nice job, man.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Dude, he's like a magnet.
I'm so jealous of you, bro. This is great.
He just comes in and plays.
I know.
We just had such a fantastic time out here playing my first game of disc golf. The guys were nice enough to give me a disc with all their names signed on it, which is fantastic. I will definitely keep this somewhere safe, and just really fond memories of today. Had a fantastic day shooting, and then to end off like this, couldn't be better. So I think massive thanks has to go to Dave from 22Plinkster, showing me the ropes and teaching me some little tricks of the trade.
I'll show you how to shoot tomorrow.
With the sun going down, we started to make our way back, took a few shortcuts along the way, and finished off the night with some Italian food before crashing hard. In the next episode, we'll be heading out to a different property with almost 1,000 yards to play with and having some fun at long range. You're going to want to see this one. We really pushed the air guns to the limit and managed to capture the mind-blowing capabilities of what a 22 cal can really do. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.